Hello, hi, and welcome to Political Quickie, your political show that subjectively discusses current affairs in South Africa and all around the world. My name is Mapa Sekamura. Now, I know the PQ has been, a little bit dark of late, right? But I've been trying the bomb production method of things, right? Their productions are always dark. You look at Isbaya, you look at Zone 14, I think it's working. My mom says it's shady, but I think not. I think it's kind of cute. I'm kidding. That is not the reason at all. But anyways, let's get straight into the news. South Africa is somewhat winning the war against the Guptas, right? After we have all of us made a whole lot of noise, right? And some of us even took to the streets to protest. Not me, but some South Africans took to the streets to protest, and it was a bit awkward because most of them were DA supporters, so it looked, yeah. So, the resignations have been coming in from Ubaba, sadly, right? Right? To former Minister Nhlanhla Nene, who resigned because he met the Guptas, right? And then we've got Malusi Gigaba, who just resigned because apart from a whole lot of drama, he chose the Guptas over the Oppenheimers. Right? We also have Minister Pravin Gordhan, and he also met the Guptas. In fact, his situation is very, very similar to former Minister Nhlanhla Nene's, but I do not think that he will resign because the media is behind him. He is supported by the media. They have all sorts of reasons why he shouldn't resign and why his situation is not the same, right? And I know for a fact that, some animals are more equal than others. That's the way it is. I actually think that white monopoly capital and Western power is actually dwindling, okay? For one, Ubaba chose the Guptas over white monopoly capital, and even though they still run corporate South Africa and the media, I think they're barely kicking. I think the new kid on the block is none other than China. And I will never, ever, ever keep my mouth shut until something is done about it, okay? So you even look at internationally and how ever since Donald Trump became president, the US is no longer as scary as it used to be, right? And you also look at the phenomenon that is Brexit and how that shows internal strife and conflict within the European Union, all right? So coming back home, however, I actually think that our beloved President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa is actually building a shadow state of his own, right? That might sound completely foreign to you and super weird, but think about it, right? I actually want to call it Big Brother and the Three Musketeers. Okay, you've got President Matamela as the main man. You've got Big Brother as China, right? Then you've got Musketeer brother number 2 and number 3 as his brothers-in-law, right? Jeff Radebe and Patrice Motsepe. Okay, you've got Jeff Radebe, who actually led the panel that was interviewing candidates for the National Director of Public Prosecutions, right? So we know that former President Obama, one of the reasons why he was never prosecuted, apart from the fact that, in my opinion, he's actually one of the smartest politicians in modern South African history. I mean, how do you get caught, right? Okay. It's also because allegedly he had the former National Director of Public Prosecutions, Sean Abrams, in his pocket. Entire. Okay, so how befitting that Jeff Radebe, who's not the Minister of Justice, comes in, brother-in-law, to handpick the next National Director of Public Prosecutions. Right? So not only that, but you've got Musketeer brother number 2, right? He's number 2 and Jeff Radebe is number 3. Right? Patrice Motsepe, the businessman, right? We've been seeing him everywhere, literally. He's been everywhere. The Motsepe Foundation is doing a lot, which, by the way, I'm not completely complaining about because he brought Barcelona to our shows. Guys, we saw GOAT. We saw Messi in the flesh, right? And then he's bringing Beyonce. Beyonce's going to be here in like 2 weeks. Like, I can't even. And Oprah Winfrey. Don't forget Oprah Winfrey is also coming. And then right? During the Nelson Mandela lecture, while Barack Obama he was also just randomly on stage, like, because he can. He was just chilling there, well, like what's he doing there? But he was there, okay? We also had him as one of the panelists at BRICS. So this guy's pretty much everywhere, right? In the sense that even when South Africans are complaining about something, he's there to aid us. Okay? South Africans are like, oh my gosh, data costs there too much. He's like, worry not. Okay, I am going to create a network that will provide more affordable data. It's called RAIN. Okay? There he was at our rescue. And then VBS just collapses. And then he pitches, and then he starts his own black-owned bank. I mean, do you guys see the pattern here? Do you see the pattern? Okay, the three Musketeers and Big Brother. President Matamela has been advocating for the Chinese that no, they are not here to rob us. They are not here to recolonize us, right? They mean well, investing in Eskom, in Transnet, and a whole lot of things, right? In the Gautrain as well. I also found out that the longest suspension bridge that's just been built, that's going to cut traveling time from 6 hours to 90 minutes from KZN to Mozambique, was also built by none other than who? The Chinese! Come on with it. So yeah, there you have it. You've got your shadow state with its very own Big Brother, in my opinion. So while you guys are busy worried about your Kigaba and, the Zuptas that are falling, there is another problem on our shores that is currently happening. So, I'm just saying. Anyways, my name is Mapa Sakamura. Use your talents to serve humanity, and I will see you guys on Friday. Goodbye.